Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Merrimack Valley Gourmet. My name is Sam Ambra. I'm the owner of Simply Elegant Catering, and with me tonight is Wilfredo Laboy, one of our chefs. He's been with us for a couple of years. Willie honed his skills at the Four Seasons restaurant in New York at the 5757 restaurant. He's an accomplished chef. He's done some great work with us. Willie, welcome. Thank you so much for coming
Sam.
tonight and helping us out. What do we have on the menu for this evening?
Tonight we're going to do shrimp and mango skewers grilled over a bed of arugula with a citrus vinaigrette. And we're also going to do a warm spinach salad, a warm spinach and strawberry salad, with goat cheese with a warm bacon vinaigrette.
Now, Willie, what size shrimp are these?
These are U8s, actually. So it would be kind of a mid-sized shrimp. You want to be careful when you're grilling just because of the fact that on the grill, you tend to burn things before they cook on the interior, so you just want to be careful with that.
They will grow quickly.
They will grow quickly.
Right? Yeah. Now this is the marinade. You brush this onto the shrimp?
Yes, I'm going to.
And what's in this?
Here we have a little bit of orange juice, extra virgin olive oil, cumin, salt, and white pepper.
Okay, that sounds simple enough. And I'm I've been in the catering business for 20 years, but I don't cook. Okay, guys, that's why everything is always so good. Now we've got cucumbers here, and this is mango?
Mango and orange segments, and tomato, yep.
And orange segments. Now, what are you going to be doing with that?
That's going to be the bed for our appetizer here of the shrimp and the mango. Kind of just little component to enhance it visually, and also, of course, with the arugula, it's a good contrast of flavor.
Okay, excellent. Now the salad, is this are these the salad products over here?
Yes.
Okay, and what do we have for that?
Here we're going to be doing a warm Applewood smoked bacon vinaigrette with warm spinach salad, strawberries, and goat cheese.
And this is all stuff that you're putting together as you go along?
Absolutely.
So it should be simple enough, even somebody like me could do it.
Simple enough. Any beginner can take this on.
Okay, that's great. Okay, now Willie, this is what we're going to use to assemble our salad, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, what do we have here?
It's going to be a very simple salad. Here we have fresh baby spinach, some strawberries, some goat cheese, some bacon, so we can render the fat to make the vinaigrette right in the pan for the warm salad.
So what do you do, saute the bacon?
Yes, you just render the fat and use that fat as the fat for your vinaigrette.
And this is the vinaigrette?
This is actually just balsamic.
That's balsamic vinegar.
Vinegar, just so, and then if you could use a balsamic vinaigrette, but then it's too oily because you're rendering the fat from your warm bacon.
Okay, so you need this to balance this to mix with all of these.
Correct.
Now, where this is a warm dressing, do you toss that in right at the very end, just before you're ready to serve it?
Right at the very end, just because you don't want your spinach to wilt. Spinach tends to wilt with a warm vinaigrette on top of it, so it will sag. So I suggest doing it last minute.
Great. All right, so great, Willie. Let's get started. Where are we going to go?
Well, here we're gonna start with the warm spinach salad. Here we have bacon, the Applewood smoked bacon in a pan. What we're gonna do is render the fat slightly, so you have the crisp bacon, and you also want to use that fat to make your vinaigrette. Okay. So then you're gonna take a little bit of garlic and shallots, which everyone should have in their home, I hope.
I'm sure my wife has some in her home.
Very light on the garlic and shallots, because you definitely want the bacon fat to be the most pungent in the dish. Then you're going to take your balsamic and finish it right in the pan.
Now this is great. So this kind of creates the balsamic vinaigrette that people might buy.
Absolutely.
Am I correct?
Absolutely. All it is a lot of the time that's really what your balsamic vinaigrette is just a component of balsamic and your fat, which I'm using the bacon fat here.
Okay. Can they use other types of fat, or is bacon fat recommended?
You can use anything. You can use extra virgin olive oil. You can use whatever you like. But I personally like the bacon because it has a very good contrast of flavor with the balsamic.
Right. And where it's the applewood, it's kind of smoked, so it gives you more of a smoky flavor as well. And with this recipe, of course, with the warm bacon salad, then we have to use the bacon anyways.
Absolutely. And you want your bacon pieces in your salad. You want them to be a little bit crispy, not fatty at all.
Right.
That's why we rendered the fat there.
Okay. Now, when you rendered the fat, you did it a little ahead of time. It isn't like we can do it in 5 minutes. It's not something that happens just bang.
No, sir.
It's something that you have to
Absolutely. You have to render it slow. I suggest to render it slow because you do want to take as much fat out of it without burning
Without burning the bacon.
Correct.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay, so like 15, 20 minutes, half an hour?
I would say 15, 20, depending
good.
on the size of that you cut your bacon. I cut these a little bit bigger just so, and then they're full of flavor in that dish.
Okay, great.
All right, so your bacon balsamic vinaigrette would be done. What you're going to do is you're going to take your spinach, a couple strawberries,
Yeah.
right over the top of your salad in a mixing bowl. Take a pair of tongs. Of course, if you're at home, you're more than welcome to put your hands right in it.
Yeah, we have to be politically correct here. We wear gloves and everything, so.
Yeah, we tried.
Now this is great, and remember people, when you do make something like this, you've got to put the dressing on right at the very end, after everything has been prepared and assembled. Now you put it all together, and then you put it on the dish and you serve it. So this will be your first course.
And try and make sure you get some of your bacon on top, so and then just in case you do have guests that are vegans that might not want the Applewood smoked bacon.
Right.
And then just finish it with a little bit of goat cheese right on top. Just crumble it right onto it. And there you have it.
Very good. That looks excellent. Now, can I eat that while you're doing the other course?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think the crew would kill me if I did, because they're waiting for this food. Okay, so now we've prepared our salad, we've served it to our guests with a nice glass of Chablis. Now we're on to the second course of the dinner. Now, what do we do here, Willie? Because I'm lost. I'm telling you.
Here, what we're going to do is we're going to always brush your shrimp. Whatever you're going to put on your grill, you always want to make sure that it is based correctly because it will stick. Especially shrimp and the mango, just because of the fact that mango is very high in sugar content.
Now, I saw you preparing your grill before. What were you spraying on it?
I was just using a regular pan spray, which every household should have, or what you can do is just take a damp cloth, just put a little bit extra virgin olive oil, and just treat your grill. The reason for you want to treat your grill is just so these things stick. They become very, very hard to work with, and they will stick to your grill horribly.
Okay, so now that they've been basted, we're going on the grill, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're going to take probably about 3 minutes on each side. You want to be careful. The mango, even as I did use a little bit of a riper mango just because of the fact for the sweetness to pull the juices out. So you do want to be careful. And that is the reason we use the smaller shrimp. Just because if I would have used a pineapple, I could have used a bigger piece because it's not going to break down as fast as the mango.
Okay.
Go let that cook
That
a minute.
looks delicious. Now, when you skew it, are those full? Those are cherry tomatoes? Or
These are cherry
they
tomatoes
grated?
on top. The reason I do that is I don't want anybody sticking a skewer into their mouth and getting the back of their throat. So I always like to make sure that the product's at the top of the skewer.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a tomato, but it's always something.
Something there.
Something to put there.
I could have used another piece of mango.
Yeah.
I was just using the cherry tomatoes for the contrast of flavor and the contrast of color.
Right. Color's important too. I mean, if it looks delicious, it's going to be delicious.
Absolutely. Everyone eats with their eyes.
Right. Exactly. So you have to see it and smell it before you taste it, guys.
Please keep that in mind. Anything that you're putting on the grill, I would always suggest salt it a little bit. Grill tends to pull flavor out of it, of course.
Is that just straight salt, or is it salt
Kosher
and pepper
salt.
mix?
It's just kosher salt.
Just kosher salt.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are going to take a couple minutes. I'm actually going to do these while I'm waiting.
Now, how long did it take for you to prepare all this stuff?
It took me no more than, for each dish, no more than about 20, 30 minutes, if that, depending on, because you can change your component to your salad. You can use anything that you like. Of course, you can individualize that to your guest and however it may be.
Yeah, so people can be creative. It depends on what their likes are. This is basically the structure that we use when we do a shrimp skewer, let's say, or we do some type of light meal, or an hors d'oeuvre party for that matter.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you can use this as an appetizer and then go into a main course, okay? And when you go into the main course, then you go into something a little more substantial. And you can follow the same theme. You can stay with seafood, or you can do something a little different.
Didn't soak that one up.
That's
Please make sure you soak your skewers.
Now, what do you soak them in? Water?
Just water. Yeah, just leave them there about 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah,
and then
so they
you
don't
take them
burn.
and you put them in.
Correct.
Right. Okay, very good.
No, that'll be fine.
That's excellent.
I would suggest a little bit of a higher flame, just so, and then they cook clear through. Again, you want to be careful because of the sugar content in the mango, not to burn it.
What other seafood products could you put? I mean, could you put like scallops?
Absolutely.
Swordfish?
Swordfish, scallops,
like
tuna.
that? Halibut?
Yes.
Things like that?
Yep.
And they would cook with the same type of consistency?
They would. You just, like I said, you might want to have to finish some things in the oven depending on the type of doneness that you want it.
Right. Right. Now, when you take something off the grill, it's still cooking. So remember, you want to
Goes
cook
up
it
about.
to what you feel is being finished. You always feel the product. Take it, press it. If it feels soft or soggy, then it's not done. It only makes sense. You want it to be a little firm. The firmer it is, the more cooked it is inside. I'm starved. I don't know about you guys. I'm starved.
We're almost there, Sam. We'll get you there
You know how
quickly.
I
I
am.
promise.
I can't wait that long. I didn't build this stomach with just looking at food, you know, Willie. I built it by eating.
Almost done. Probably about another minute or so. We'll have those done.
Now, don't forget, be creative. If you like to do things a certain way, if there are certain foods that you like, just check the cooking temperatures. You know, everything has a temperature. If you put it in an oven, you want to make sure that you don't blast the oven. If you cook it too quickly, it's something that might happen that's going to be, you're going to overcook the product or burn it on the outside. If it's on something that, if you put it on a high flame, then take it off, turn it, make sure you tend to it right away. Or something will, you know what I mean? You have to keep an eye on the product once you do it. So don't try to multitask unless you're proficient like somebody like Willie, who's done this for years and he knows his way around a kitchen.
All right. While that's finishing up, I can put together the arugula salad that we're going to use in this dish.
So this bed is going to be what we're going to present the shrimp on, am I correct?
Absolutely.
And this is edible?
Everything on the plate is always edible.
Okay, good.
That's the way it goes. So what we're going to do here is just a small handful of arugula, some of your cherry tomatoes, some of your cucumber, some of your orange and mango segments. What we have here is just a citrus vinaigrette. So really all we did was take some orange juice, some lime juice, kind of emulsify it with some oil, and it's just going to be a component of the dish. So you do not want to overpower your dish.
When you say emulsify it, what does that mean?
It means to blend.
Okay, thank you.
And for salads, kind of like it's just bringing your fat and your oil together.
Okay.
What you're going to do here is just make a small bed of arugula. Kind of try and get your components around your plate. Kind of give it a little bit of color, a little bit of pop, so your guests know what to expect here.
Now remember, not only do you not want to overpower it with the flavor, you want to put as little as possible so you don't flatten out the lettuce. You want to have that look about it. It's got to kind of pop, like you said, when you're ready to put your product on, because then if it's flat, it really doesn't look right, okay? It looks like a mat. You want it to have some texture, some body.
And what you're going to do here is just kind of lay your skews on there. And you want to get that nice charcoal color so they can see it. So you have a contrast in colors, a contrast in flavors. That's more than enough.
Willie, thank you so much. You did a great job here tonight. We've got plenty of color, plenty of flavor. It smells great. It looks delicious. I'm sure that we're going to enjoy eating every last drop of this food tonight. Honest to God. And you people out there, please, it's simple, it's easy. Don't be intimidated by this food. Get out there, do some grilling this summer. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the outdoors with food. If you have any questions about tonight's show, you can review it on Simply Elegant Catering's Facebook page, as well as HC Media's Facebook page. You can go to our website, You'll be able to see it on our website. You'll be able to see it on YouTube, through the TV station, and also through a lot of your local providers. We try to distribute this show to the Merrimack Valley, the different communities in the Merrimack Valley. So with that, I say good luck, enjoy yourself, manja, and goodbye from Merrimack Valley Gourmet. Thank you.